This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 104. I have for the 7th time Kawahna back on.
Hey.
We've been kind of potting off air for the last 45 minutes, so forgive us. We can essentially get right into it with the question you asked, or is it something I posted? I don't remember. With the first question to ask on the first
what's the question that you asked on a first date?
Yes. And I was telling you, because we've been potting before this, that I don't think I ask too many questions on the first date. For me, I ask all the questions well before that. And I think that's why a lot of times people go on a first date and they have such high expectations because they didn't do the work beforehand. Like, I talk to you before the first date's even a thing. What questions are you asking?
I'm just asking off the wall questions. Really, yeah. Let's see. What's a question that I have asked? Oh, I asked, like, is a person like really close with their family? Because I consider myself family oriented. And if you're not family oriented, that's kind of like a turn off for me.
I'm probably the opposite. What did Drake say in the song? The daddy's not around, the mama's not around. Is it the verse? You never heard that song?
Nah, man, I don't fuck with Drake. I can't take Drake serious, but I mean, what did he say?
He said that. That's the line. The daddy is not around, the mama's not around. But he's talking about strippers.
Yeah, but I consider myself, pretty much family oriented because I think it comes from me being an only child, and I like to be around people that I'm comfortable with, and like my nucleus. So
I did not know you were an only child.
Yeah, I never told you. Like, yes, I'm an only child. Yeah, but yeah, like if you're not like that, if you're not close with your family, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of red flag for me. Because like, what if we have children, or like just thinking far down the line, like what if we have kids? And
thinking, what if we have kids on the first date is nuts.
No, not really. I mean, I'm just thinking like later on down the line, if we actually hit it off, you know what I'm saying, and we be together for like a couple years. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. I don't know if there's. One of the most important things I always ask is like, who do you look up to and why? Those are the two questions I always ask, and that's any interaction. Like, that's not just specific to dating. That's any interaction for the most part. If I'm maybe thinking about moving forward or like going into that kind of direction with a person, and that's all you really need to know. Like, you just need to know who they look up to because that's who they're trying to be like. True.
And also I asked, like, do you see yourself like where do you see yourself like in 5 years?
Don't ask me no job application question.
No, because like you may want to move. You know what I mean? Like, do you consider yourself like wanting to stay in the state that you're in, or do you want to see yourself go further in life and experience different places and stuff like that? So, I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I'm just winging it. I don't know.
I would ask that, but a lot of times when I go on a first date, I wing it. I just be myself. If the questions just flow, if they flow, if the chemistry is there, it's there. But if it's dry as hell, I'm not calling you back.
Facts.
If the first date is dry, yeah, I'm definitely not calling you back. I'm not. I'm riding in my own car, and I'm meeting you at the environment, whatever establishment we choose. You're not coming to my house. I'm not coming to your house. Like, we're meeting. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or if I'm doing it right. Dating, like in the dating realm, like I don't go on a first date with someone I don't know. Like, there's a lot of conversation, and a lot of people don't want to take that step. But me, we're talking for 2-3 weeks before first date's even out. Like,
straight up.
Like, it's before it's even an offer. 2-3 weeks in, we're like consistently talking because I need to know. Like, I want to talk about things we talked about on the date. I don't want to. What's your favorite color? I don't give a fuck what your favorite color is. I don't care.
Like that's kitty shit to me. Like I'm gonna peep what your favorite color is because you're gonna wear it. You know, you're gonna flaunt it in some form, and it's my job to pay attention to you.
Facts.
But yeah, that's kitty shit. I'm gonna like ask real questions because we're not children.
Some people don't know that.
We're not children. Like most of us are in our 30s or mid 30s. We have children, careers, businesses. Like it's time to stop being a kid when you're dating somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just be mature about it.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, dating's not as hard as people make it out to be, because they want that, like, they want the instant, like, relationship, and that can happen. I'm not saying that's impossible, but like, what you put in is what you get out of it. So if you do the lazy shit, you're gonna get some lazy shit. And I tell people all the time,
I agree with that.
Anytime a dude tries anything with any woman, it worked somewhere. Dudes are like a creature of habit. Like, it works somewhere. So if he got you with the corny shit, it's just,
he's a corny ass
nigga. It's just
nigga.
a corny dude. Like it's just, it worked. You know what I mean? It's true.
And at the end, if the shit don't work, you gotta hold yourself accountable.
It's your fault.
See, that's what I'm learning right now, because accountability will make you really want to just look in the mirror and fight yourself, because you was like, man, I knew better. I shouldn't have just went that route. But I mean, it's okay. We human. We make mistakes.
We've all messed with someone we knew we shouldn't have.
Yes, Lord.
Like, I've just been on the lucky end. Like, shit could have gone wrong, and I could be in a different situation, but I've just been prayed up. Like, because there are some women I would never ever revisit, and I don't know why I visited in the first place.
Same. Oh my God. Like, I ran from some niggas. Like, when I say I truly tapped into my zodiac sign. I'm an air sign, by the way. Pew, gone. You didn't even know I was gone. I'm gone now. Like, I'm running away from you.
Yeah. Because, like, we were talking about this, like, when you first got here, and this is in regards to not remembering everyone you've dealt with, right? So there is a current scenario that exists. Won't say names or anything like that. And it's a scenario where I don't remember being involved with somebody. And it's not to say anything negative, because that person will hopefully be on the pod at some point, and we can really, really talk about it. But I don't think it's abnormal to remember everybody.
No, it's not abnormal. I mean, it's just really your thought process, I guess. I mean, but personally, me, I can remember like certain scenarios I was in, you know, and I think that's why I can remember a person that I dealt with, like, from my past. Oh
no, see, I don't know, man. 10 years ago, Calvin was a different person. He was just out. I was on Riverside. I was in I was all over the fucking place, just outside. And yeah, I didn't recall a certain interaction with somebody.
Now I had a I had a time where I didn't remember, and someone had to remind me, and I was like,
damn, we did that? Fuck.
Yeah, like, we really did. Like, we really, like, spent time with each other, and we actually went all the way. Yeah, man, I don't recall. Like, if it's not memorable for me,
it don't even have to be that.
It got to be memorable.
I honestly, like, just think,
in order for me to give you credit, yeah.
I honestly just think I was a whore. I think that's just.
See?
I think that's just what it was.
See, people. Everybody went through the whole phase.
Like, hard.
Everybody went through the whole phase.
Yeah.
If you out
not
here,
everybody is a hoe. Like, the phases.
Everybody went through that phase. Now, if you still within that phase, okay, it's time for you to graduate. It's time.
You got to retire. Sometimes.
Yeah, you got to retire that jersey.
Father
fam.
Time catches up with everybody. You got to slow down.
You gotta hang it up.
You have your jersey in the rafters. You're already a Hall of Famer. It's okay to step back. It's okay to step back and go to TNT and start commentating on the game. It's okay. You can step away and retire, yo. That's nuts.
Yeah, for real, man.
That's exactly what we're doing. We're commenting on dating atmosphere and like life in your 30s. Like we did all the freak shit. We did all the freak shit in our 20s.
I hate it.
I don't know if I dislike my 30s yet because I'm still fresh in it. I just turned 31. 5 months ago. I just turned 31, and I'm cool. I'm okay.
Yeah,
I'm still moving out here.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm 35. I'm 35, and man, my 30s have like, oh my God, it's like taking me up the mountain and just threw me back down. And I'm just hitting the mountain, like hitting the mountainside, bouncing like a ping ball. Like, I hate it, bro. I hate it.
Life is tough. No one prepares us. No one tells us to give. There's no book on this shit. You just gotta have to figure the shit out as it comes up.
Like what crossed my mind the other day, I remember being 4 years old, and my mom, she was 39. She had me late in life too. And I could remember her facial expressions in her 30s, her mannerisms, everything, because I'm doing that shit now. And I'm like, dang.
My mom had me when she was 30. So we're 30 years apart. That's easy to remember age. We're exactly 30 years apart. I don't know.
Do they have trouble remembering your age?
My name sometimes, because I have a brother.
Because you have a brother. Yeah, but my parents, they forget my age sometimes.
And me and my brother are both Virgos. We were both born in September, 8 years apart.
Really?
Yeah. He's 5th, I'm the 21st.
He's what?
He's the 5th of September, I'm the 21st.
Oh, 2 Virgos. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Same month. But like, we didn't grow up to like my brother is 8 years older than me.
So it's like, kind of like a generational.
Like he left the house. So after the age of like, he left at like 17, 18. So at the age of 10, I'm basically just like
an only child. Basically.
Yeah.
I have a cousin that's like that. Like they were born like 10 years apart from each other.
That's nuts, Mom.
She got caught up. The birth controlling was not controlling. But yeah, she got caught up. Not saying it like that. I'm sorry, Auntie, because you're going to be watching this. I know you are. Not saying that you was a hoe. But you just wanted one child, and, you know, it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do.
The fact of that happening is the number one reason I want. If I have a kid, I have to have 2. Like, I have to. I don't want a kid I have growing up as the only child. That shit is miserable.
Mine wasn't miserable because I had a lot of cousins.
Yeah,
I came from a big family, so
my family split because like my dad was in the military and my mom was going to HT. That's where they kind of like met at like nightclubs and shit. And
the nightclub, the damn nightclub.
It's a laundromat now. The nightclub they met at. It's nuts. But like my dad's from Mississippi, so his family, all his side of the family never left. So they're all in Mississippi, Tennessee area. And my mom's from Austin.
Yeah.
Right. So it was kind of like a weird split. Like my families never intersected with each other. It was like we go into Mississippi for this half of the family. We're in Austin for this side of the family. They never like met.
Yeah, my family, because my dad, he was from New York. All of his side, they were like basically along the eastern seaboard. My mom's side, they're from the SIP. That never happened, but my mom's side, they embraced my dad. They still embrace my dad. They still talk to him. And my parents, they've been split up since 95. So
my parents have been married for at least 30-something, 37, 38, 40 years.
That's a blessing.
It's weird. That's a lot.
That's a lot. They went through some shit.
Facts. Shout out to my mom. She had
they went through some life changes.
She had knee replacement surgery a little over 2 months ago. So she hasn't worked in 2 months, which is hard for her. She is a workaholic.
That could be quite hard. And that's pretty like tough to heal from too.
Mm-hmm.
Knee replacement.
Yeah. That was a tough out. But she says it's better. She said it's way better than it was before the surgery. So
well, that's good.
So that's always good. She's not running yet. Every time I talk to her, are you running yet? I didn't run before, Calvin. Oh, okay. Well, run. You got some metal in your legs now. You have AI.
That hurts though. like trying to recover from a knee replacement, like that's painful as fuck.
I had knee surgery, but it wasn't a replacement or anything like that. I have the biggest scar in the world right here. Huge scar. But yeah, instead of being the medical pod, let's
yeah, for real, because a nigga is off today, okay? Shit. I'm off today.
So Steve Harvey, he says that men and women can't be platonic friends.
Why not?
He says that men are always going to want to fuck.
That's a lie.
I can't put this on TikTok. Why did I say fuck? God damn it. Are always going to want to have sex with the woman, or you're ugly, is what he said.
That's a lie.
It is a lie.
That's a lie.
It is a lie.
I mean, because hello, like we're platonic friends.
Absolutely.
And I have other male platonic friends that I've never like crossed that path with. So
I have two buckets. I have friends that I have fucked.
Right.
And I have
yes.
friends who will never fuck.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like if I have a type, I'm gonna stick with that type, and I'm not gonna like mix the two.
Yeah. Cause
it'll be mad weird. It'll be so weird. Like you end up having sex with somebody that you really just
it couldn't happen. Like even so I've had situations where like I'm really, really close with a girl, like just friends wise, right?
Yeah. And
I get in a relationship and they see how I treat the girl I'm in a relationship wise, and they see it because they're around because that's my friend, right?
Right.
And they see that and they start to get the feeling like I want to be a part of that. Like if you and her were to ever break up, I want you to do what you did for her, for me. And I've had to have those hard conversations like, listen, like you're my friend and this is why you're my friend and this is why we can't cross that line. Because if we do, and and you're gonna turn a little crazy. This is just the norm. If some shit happens and we lose our friendship, it's gonna suck. I'd rather have you as a friend for 20 years than someone I fucked and we don't talk again ever again because some shit happened.
That's because you be doing shit to people.
I don't do shit.
I told you stop giving these women your power, Calvin. You can't be putting people on their head. You can't be busting these WWE moves. You can't do that shit and expect for a bitch to be normal after that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You set yourself up for failure, dog.
Oh man,
I've been there. I've been there. I promise, like, man. Okay, true life moment. There was a person that I just never thought that I would like just have sex with, and I did, and my mind was gone. It was gone.
I've never had that. I've never had any kind of like relationship with someone where I'm like, this, I can never get this again. I've never had that. Head different.
See? See?
Head 100% different. Completely different. But
head and penetration is totally different.
Completely different.
Totally different.
Completely different.
Totally different. When you do that, blah, 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 blah. See? We go together now. You're not getting out of this. Fuck that. You're not leaving me.
And this is actually funny that this is coming up because there's a girl that I dealt with many, many moons ago. And I saw her at the store, right? That's what happens when you move back to your hometown. Like I'm from Pflugerville, right? But I've lived in Austin and other places. Like I didn't come to Pflugerville a lot in the last couple of years. You see people you dealt with. And I just remember like my goal then was to just eat it and leave. Like I just wanted to do that and then leave.
Do what?
Eat and go.
Eat what? See? See people? See people? That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one.
Like, I was cool with making her good.
See?
That's
the one. And then you expect for these women to be normal.
Hey, that's a tough out.
See, now that I know what I know, I could be normal. I could be normal. But back then, we locked in. You ain't going nowhere.
Nah, ain't no contracts here, man.
Yeah, it is.
We gotta. Nope. This is the practice.
Oh, hell no.
Talking about practice.
Hell no. You're not doing me like that. No. But see, I wasn't like to the point where how people be like stalking and blowing up the phone, doing all. No, I played my part. But I did let it be known, like, you know, hey, we did this. I caught feelings, like I got in too deep, man. I got in too deep. But then we actually tried a relationship and it did not work. It did not work.
There's some kind of science to interactions with someone that you shouldn't be having. Should I say that? Can I say that? Yep. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that got to be an undocumented conversation.
Yeah. These folks is never mind.
Yeah, scratch that.
No, but there has to be some kind of like reasoning to why being involved with someone that you know you shouldn't be is so much more fire than the person you're supposed to be.
I think it's because of the thrill, maybe, that it gives you. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just something new. It gives you an exciting feeling, you know. But then when shit go left, you can't really just blame that person because they showed you who they were.
Yeah, you knew that chick was married. What? Huh? What?
You're not gonna skate by it and dismiss that. You see?
Oh, phone dropping. Yep, that's my prayed up.
Yeah. Now, speaking on that, have you ever messed with somebody that was married? I never did. I couldn't do it.
I don't think they were married
or engaged.
No. I think it was on the opposite side of the marriage. Like, they're split up, but the paperwork ain't been filed yet.
Gotcha.
Type shit. And I'm great in that role because, like, we don't need to do all the talking and relationship shit. Like, you call me, I'm on the way type shit.
He's providing a service, ladies.
Facts. What was that mean? Uber Meets?
He's providing a service. Clearly. I mean, there have been times where I put the little bat signal in the air like, hey, it's time.
It's nuts.
You know, after that little session, you know, you go on your way. I'm cool
Facts.
with it.
And then, of course, never stay the night because spending the night at a woman's place is an extreme sport. If you don't want to play that sport, go home.
Now, there was a time, how old was I? Was I 25? 25. 25.
25.
25. 25 was 25. For real. I was living life at 20 between 23 and 26. I was outside, man. I was outside. Like, if you was trying to wife me up back then, I'd be like, man, nah, get in line. Wait for the other people to pass through.
That's nuts.
But yeah.
But what about, like, so the situation that I'm referring to, and I know she listens to the pod, like, actively. She's married now, I think. Like, actually, like, divorced, remarried now. And this was the scenario. So in my whole life, I only want one period of time as an adult not having sex. It was 6 months. I was like, I'm tired of being used, yo. I'm tired of the shit. I'm saying no.
Oh, so you pulled the female card.
I said no for 6 months. And what I said to myself when I decided to do that, I said, the only way I'm getting back into fucking is if some weird ass scenario comes to my front door. Weird ass scenario. Chick is in the process of divorce. She's moved out to her own crib. All this stuff, like crazy ex-husband, dude guy. She's like, I really just want dick.
That's it.
And she was like, that's really all I want. We don't got to do nothing relationship wise.
For real.
And she broke the pact. She started trying to do relationship shit. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm here for one reason. I'm here to come over here to do what we do. I'm not fixing up your new couch. I'm not putting your TV up. I'm here to fuck and go home. And she got into the realm of like trying to make it a thing. And I was like,
oh,
I was like, nah, we
that's
can't.
That's an epic fail. Yeah. I feel that both parties have to come to a mutual understanding. Like, this is what we're doing. We're not putting any more strings already to the attachment. Like, this is what we come here to do.
Yeah.
You know, we may chill a little bit, laugh and giggle, okay, and it's time to do what it do, and then we're going our separate ways.
Yeah, it was a hard out because like I thought we had an understanding to where it was like we are here for this, and she was doing some other stuff that I wasn't cool with.
Yeah,
she actually apologized to me many months later. She was like, "My bad. Like I didn't mean to act like that." I'm like, "Hey, congratulations on the baby, yo."
I just wonder, like, was it the sex that had her head like gone like that, or the fact of like being, or not being, wanting a new relationship after you just got out? Because a lot of people have issues with just being by themselves. They can't be by themselves. They feel like they have to have somebody. You know what I mean? So was it like that for her? Because she went through a divorce?
You're going to have to answer the question.
I mean, I thought y'all had to talk shit. I was just being nosy, wanted the tea.
No. So what happened, what happened eventually was we had like a 3-month run, right? And it wasn't the fact that we were, like, I'm not the one who actually called it off. I'm just the person who made it known that, like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like, what are we doing? Type shit. Like, I don't want a relationship. I don't want that. And she ended up ghosting me because of those conversations. And then a couple months later, hit me up and was like, I apologize. That was some weird shit that I did. I would hate to have done that to you and someone do that to me.
Yeah, she was going through something.
And I was like, we're all good. Like, we're good. Like, I'm cool. We can actually run it back if you want to.
See, that's a good good check, ladies, when a nigga want to run it back.
Shout out to her though.
See there? Got a shout out, ladies. See, that's good though. Cause most niggas would be like, man, hell no, man, you acting crazy.
No, she didn't act crazy. I know crazy. Crazy's taking shower curtains and trash cans. That's crazy.
We talked about that. We're not going to, this is a new year. We're not going to bring that up no more.
4 years ago now. That's crazy.
We're not going to bring that up no more. We're going to move on. But I mean, yeah, I've been in situations like that too, where a guy wanted to be like very wrapped up in me, but I wasn't, my thought process wasn't into like dating somebody.
For real. Just want to fuck.
Like that, like, I wanted to be by myself and be free. I did not want to be locked down. Like, if we come to a mutual agreement, like, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna get it on and popping, and you go to your house, go over there and stay over there. You could spend a night sometime, you know, but
no, fellas, don't spend the night.
Yeah, you can. But see, I didn't have problems.
It's a dangerous sport. It's an extreme sport.
I didn't have problems.
But like, you still gotta go into it as a dangerous sport.
True.
Because
I had a guy to see. That's why I was touching on 23, 26. Kawahna. I had a guy to come over to my house, and I was watching a movie in my living room, and I had all my lights off in the living room. And he got spooked out. Was like, man, why you got the lights off? Because he felt like he was going to get set up. And I'm like, what kind of females were you dealing with? Because I don't roll that way. Like, I don't fuck with nobody.
It's not the type of we know niggas is crazy.
Yeah,
it's not always her. It's just we know
true,
niggas is crazy.
I have had an ex to pull up to my house. I'm talking about this nigga had made his own house key, and I didn't even know.
Nope.
I didn't even know, and this was in the era of 2326 Kawahna. He had took my house keys one day, and he literally made a copy of my house key and let himself in one day. And I was just like, nigga, what are you doing? How? I was so confused and spooked at the same time. And I'm like, bro, you just need to move on. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
You
like,
need to go.
Dudes are just as crazy girls or crazy women. Like, I know dudes who are obsessed with. I don't know if I can say this, but I know people who are OnlyFans models or do OnlyFans, right? Mm-hmm. There's dudes on there that are hyper obsessed with these women, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, well, maybe if you've never been around attractive women, I can understand that, but like, I don't understand the fashion, like the pay monthly just to see a chick you'll never ever fuck is nuts to me. Like, if I'm doing that, there's a goal in mind, but like, nah, I don't know.
Yeah,
couldn't be me. I don't even think I'm comfortable with my girl working at Hooters.
Huh?
I don't even think I'm comfortable with my girl working at Hooters. Because there's a reason. There's a reason.
Yeah, it's a reason. It's a reason. It's a reason. Because I don't even want to speak on my situation. I'm tired, though. I'm tired.
You don't want to try again? You don't want to try another relationship? Like, why? Because
it took this one. It took a lot out of me. Like, just unnecessary energy. And I'm just like, you know what? Time out. Blow the whistle, coach. I need a time out and sit on the sidelines for a bit and just reevaluate myself on why I chose this person. Like, was I lonely? like what the hell? Like, what was wrong? But no, I'm good, man. The mindset, like at this point where I'm at, your mindset, if your mindset is not there, I cannot fuck with you. What do they call that? It starts with an S. Damn.
It starts with an S.
It starts with an S. Sapiosexual, something like that. Something like that. But it's something like you fall in love with a person's mindset. That's what I'm all about right now. Fuck the physical form. You could be fine as hell, but be dumb as a box of rocks. You don't have no morals, nothing. The mind. That's what I'm attracted to. And if you are presenting yourself as such, if you don't have no common sense, I cannot fuck with you. I can't. I cannot. So right now I'm just chilling. I don't want to be bothered with it.
I've always had the mindset of like trying again. Like, I've never sat in a relationship or broke up with someone or no longer be in a relationship with someone and been like, I don't want to do this no more. I'm always like, all right, like, what's next? Like, just what's next?
Time is short. Life is short.
Exactly. That's why you gotta get out there, have some fun, have some more fun.
See, but that's what happened, because when I got out there, I wasn't thinking with a clear head. I was very naive, very gullible. I didn't.
All you have to do is call me, Calvin. Is this group cool? Nope.
At the time, we wasn't close, Cal.
I could have wrote you a 10-page letter saying, Kawahna, don't do it. Just not this group. There's 100,000 groups around here. Just not this one. There's mad groups everywhere.
Yeah, the red flags, it wasn't flagging. It was like pinkish and mauve and all kind of raspberries. It wasn't red. Yeah. I mean, I don't regret anything. It just made me evaluate myself more on what I actually want, and, you know, within a person, from all realms.
No, I regret mad links. Like the fact that they can say they fucked with me is annoying.
Oh,
like that. Like the fact that they can
For real.
literally say that, and I
Like-
can't say they didn't, annoys the shit out of me. Women get dudes like trophies, like dudes get women as trophies. Like if you deal with a certain person, like you can flaunt that in whatever
Yes.
circles you want to, and I
Yes.
can't refute it because I fucked you.
Ooh, and I got evidence. I got evidence. See, you don't have no evidence. See, I got evidence that's gonna stick with me for life.
I got all the evidence. I got every fun I've ever had ever.
I got shit to show. I got growing pains to go through, bruh.
It is a weird dynamic, like when you choose a person, like because you do kind of change a little bit when it comes to getting in a relationship, like because you're trying to be better, not better, but like conform to that person. I don't know. People are like water, like they conform to whatever container they're in, like whatever relationship you're in. That's kind of what you become, and you kind of lose yourself a little bit. I've been there.
Yep.
I've been there.
And I think that's why this time I'm just chilling. Excuse me. I'm just chilling and taking my time.
Yeah.
Definitely taking my time.
Never took my time. It was like, what's next? My time was those 6 months that I took.
6 months.
Those 6 months. I didn't fuck for 6 months.
I'm trying to think. Did I ever go that long?
That's the only time as me being an adult.
I think I've gone like 6 months. Maybe like 6 to 9 months without. But after that, I was like, okay, I got to crack this seal now.
Those 6 months was tough too. I was like, because it wasn't like 6 months of just not getting offers. It was just like, this offer's not as cool as it could be. Like I want to like eventually talk about this. Like I stopped it because of this, and that one scenario happened to be why. But
Yeah.
it was cool.
And so when you took a break for those 6 months, like did you like watch porn a lot?
And
more?
I like where you're going because this is the perfect segue to Pornhub's 2023 map of like specific searches per state. And hell yeah, I was going crazy. It was nuts. Literally.
Like what category were you watching? Because I have specific categories that I watch.
I have phases, right? So 1 week it could be Latinas. 1 week it's just black. 1 week it's dark skinned black. 1 week it's light skin. Like it phases. As long as the ass is there, the ass is there for me. Because I'm an ass guy for sure, 100%. So I don't think I actually, when I go to the little search engine, I don't think I specifically type in. I just go to like the ebony shit and then just kind of scroll 100 times. Like I'm one of those. I'll go to page 79 before I get what I need. Just dick, hand and dick. Just
like, oh, that's the right
that's
one.
the one. Screenshot. I'll come back to her. She's not gonna get it done right now. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna run it back tomorrow. Roxy Red.
Oh my God.
Whatever your name is. Annabelle Clinches. Like whatever.
I've had those moments, but I think like I mainly like just watch girls. And I've had a recent person to ask me, they was like, well, do you consider yourself gay or bisexual? I'm like, no. I was like, sometimes I just don't really just get off to like a dude just pounding a girl out. Like they just be just doing the most. I think like if I watch a woman, it's more sensual.
Yeah, I've heard women say that, like, because there's detail being made of exactly what's going on versus shorty getting clap cheeked out. And I'm gonna be honest, them do porn is movies. Like people don't understand that. That dude did not fuck her for 18 hours.
No, he did not.
He took breaks. He got some coffee. He had a sandwich.
He probably took a honey pack. But what's a wild card question? Okay, boom. When you were intimate with a person, like have you put one like in the background on the TV?
I've done that before. I've made a movie or two in my life, you know. But I've tried that because like the person I want to talk about listens to the pod, so they're gonna,
conflict of interest.
Yeah. But like, if you, but it's not like something fresh, like not a relationship that I'm just in. I just started.
Hell no! Like you gotta have history with this person.
Like I've been with them for a long time. Like we've been doing this a while. So let's spice it up. Let's put something in the background. It's not a detriment to you, but it could be lit. It might work for us,
Because I've had a friend, she was married, and her husband, he liked like fluffy girls, like big girls, and she was so offended because she wasn't big. Like she had some weight on her, but she wasn't like big. Like he was watching big girls.
That's what I was mentioning earlier. I was like what, like if you ever ask your partner what do they watch, and you find out it's nothing like you, are you offended?
Yeah, she was offended. Like she was on the verge of like, oh, I want to separate. And I'm like, for what? Like he's not out doing it.
I mean, because he could be, like he's taking that option of could be and just putting it right here on the laptop. There's no actual interaction. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I just told her like, hey, you tripping. You're tripping for real.
But I've also dealt with girls who don't watch porn at all. Like that's not they shit.
Man. I mean, I've learned some tricks from watching porn. So, I mean, but yeah.
Where do you learn it from if you don't? That's a good question.
Yeah, like.
I mean, I didn't get in my bag from porn. Like I just figured that shit out. You just gotta do it.
Right.
1,000 times or whatever, What's the saying? It was like if you do it 10,000 hours, like you get good at it. Whatever the saying is.
I don't know. I don't know, man.
But this list, it's not a list. It's actually like the state.
Yeah, like the 50 states, and it's
the most
searched
Pornhub searches. Some of these are offensive as fuck. Wyoming goth is weird to me. Loud, wet sex. I don't know what that means. I don't know what y'all got going on in North Dakota. That's some is it because it's cold there? Like I don't understand. Wisconsin swingers. I that makes sense to me. Like ever see those like the white sitcom movies that are like that makes sense to me. That's what I think of.
I know for Mississippi it was fluffy. And I'm like, okay, what you mean by what was it, furry?
Furry, yeah.
Come on now. Like y'all putting little costumes on and shit and just hunching. Like that's weird. That's
California
weird to me.
Asian stepmom is something.
Okay, that's typical.
I would imagine that's not abnormal.
No, it's not. In
that state. California is a very weird state. Not to say that fetish is weird. I don't know. But I wouldn't be outside of thinking that would be something for California. Dildo ride in Idaho. Will they make the potatoes? Were they in Idaho? Were they making the potatoes? God damn,
bro.
They put potatoes and dildos is nuts. Bro. Shower sex, South Dakota. I don't know. Shower sex sucks. Like it's not fire unless you're in a hotel with like space or you're like rich with a big ass shower.
Yeah, and a sturdy shower curtain.
Yeah,
that's bolted in the wall.
Let's see, Kansas, close up. I'd hate to see what far from looks like. Cartoon porn in Iowa. Some of these states no one ever talks about ever. Some of these states are maybe irrelevant. I don't know.
Or like Rhode Island. What did they have?
Let's see what Rhode Island doing. That's on the East Coast, right?
Yeah. Am I tripping? It's like a itty bitty small state.
Is it just not saying? I don't know where that is.
I think it's below like Pennsylvania or something.
Doggy style.
Yeah.
So just for reference, I'll try to put this picture in the video, but it's literally a map of the USA, including Alaska and Hawaii, and it's the most searched porn categories per state. Allegedly, I can't say this is the most accurate list in the world because Pornhub is not the only porn site. So,
yeah, in Texas it was Creamers.
I don't
like damn. Shit. Just straight to the point, huh?
Yeah.
Cream pie actions and shit. Like,
what a time.
Look, listen. If you're doing that, you're asking for it. You're fucking asking for it. Or you living on the wild side.
Or shout out to CVS. Shout out to Walgreens.
Shout out to HEB.
Shout out to Target
for the $20 Plan Bs.
$20 Plan Bs. I've been paying $50 this whole time.
HEB $20.
HEB brand.
$20.
I don't know.
It's not HEB brand. Let's get it clear.
I trust HEB for the tortillas.
Let's be thorough here. It's not the HEB brand.
Hill Country Fair Plan B is nuts.
Oh God. Okay, let me school y'all. Okay, on drugs.
Whoa.
On pharmaceuticals. Okay, you're really just paying for the name.
When you that's the brand. It's like Kleenex and napkins. There you go. Shit. Kleenex
you're just paying
for
the name. It's the same pill. It's the same pill.
You mean I could have saved $1 million?
Yep. HEB $20.
It's always kind of fire, like buying the Plan B, because like
not for the female.
I know it messes y'all up. Yeah, I know. I hate that for y'all, but
bruh,
the opposite
let me slip up. Let me slip up. I'm not waiting an hour with your ass. Hell no. I already got it.
Old school cow. Plan B.
Plan B.
Shout out to them. They're like that's for sure one, if not a big reason why I don't have children right now. Yeah. That took the momentum away, and I don't like that. But but yeah, Valentine's Day just ended a few days ago. Shout out to Robin. She got me these spices, these hot sauces, and just shout out to her. I tried to do the cook thing, but all these motherfuckers is single.
They don't want to be bothered. They don't want to be bothered with relationships right now. I think everybody is starting to be that way because they're like, man, this shit is mad expensive. Like, I'm already struggling enough to pay my rent, light bill, and bitch, you expect for me to buy you something and I'm not going to get nothing? Like, yeah. Or, like, I've been seeing a lot of the, what is it called? The Galentines?
Yeah, I saw a ton of women just in lingerie.
Yeah, like saying, I saw like, that happening a lot.
Fuck all y'all. This is my day today. Like, what?
Man, me and my baby, we went and got pizza. We tried a pizza place in town. They had it all set up. It was cute. Yeah, man. I was just like, man, fuck Valentine's Day. Because if you got to pick that particular day to show me that you love me, this shit ain't real. Show me on Mardi Gras or St. Patty's Day. Just pick an odd ass day to give me some flowers.
New Year's.
Cause a lot, like when I was at that restaurant, it was couples coming in, but that shit looked forced as fuck. Oh my God, that shit looked so forced.
Yikes.
That was horrible. And I'm just looking around like, damn, like y'all look so unhappy. There
was this I don't know, it was a video and it was like showing it was like the behind the scenes of like the Valentine's Day photos and couples, and the dude did just not wanted to be there. He was like
forced.
Like miserable.
Like if Valentine's Day is not your thing, I'm not going to make you do it. I'm not, because I'm not going to do it. Valentine's Day is not my thing. I hate shopping for gifts.
And that's actually funny you say that, because someone had posted that like if you're in a relationship and that person doesn't make those holidays special for you, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't want them to be special. Like basically saying like, I'm not a big Christmas person. Like I'm not a put up a tree kind of person. Like Christmas is Christmas. It's for the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just not a big Christmas person for sure. And I've been in relationships where like it's big for them and I go out of my way to try to make it big for them. But like at the end of the day, it's like, I don't really give a fuck about Christmas.
Yeah, it's another day to me, man.
Facts.
I think a lot of it is probably based off of how people were raised, maybe. Because my dad, he was 7-day Adventist and eventually turned into non-denominational. But he did not put up a Christmas tree, a wreath. It was so bland in our house during holidays. My mom was the total opposite, where she would put up a tree, Christmas lights. She would buy Christmas gifts and actually put the effort in of wrapping the gift. You know, and I think like when it comes down to kids, I would do that. But if it's like another adult, I'm like, here you go. Like you can go out and buy this shit, dog.
My parents, like we haven't done Christmas effectively in years until my nephew and niece moved here. So now it's a thing again.
Yeah, because
like, we're older. Like my brother's almost 40. I'm 31. Like we don't really care for all that stuff. But since my nephew and my niece are here now, they've made an effort to make Christmas mean something now.
Because of kids.
I was in the toy aisle for my niece, and this lady, this woman came up. She was like, "How old is she?" And I'm like, "She's 7." She's like, "Oh, it's so nice seeing black men in the doll aisle getting stuff for their kids." I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I am an uncle, not a father. But thanks." And I got hit on twice.
See?
In that doll.
See what the toy aisle, the toy aisle can do, people. You can potentially meet your soulmate in that toy aisle. Because they look, okay, this nigga like kids. Okay, let me go on over there. We just shimmy on over there real quick, introduce myself. My name is Rose.
It was a little overwhelming being in that aisle because it was just before Christmas.
Isn't that overwhelming?
Yeah, it's a little
like just trying to pick the right toy.
Shit, yeah.
Because it's messed up when you buy a toy for a child and they do not play with it.
I was so happy that my niece was playing. Like I gave it to her and she went right into playing with it. And I was like, job done. Cool.
See,
I'm good.
That makes you feel like, okay,
Yeah,
I've accomplished something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real though. But yeah, the dating world for me, I'm really not paying attention to it. Would I get back out there one day? Maybe. Maybe. When my child is a little bit older, like right now, he's taking my time. He really is, because he's a toddler now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he's very territorial. Very.
No mics in front of you or nothing. I said no mics in front of you or nothing. He was swinging. Yes.
And I know for a fact, if I would have brought him today, this would not be going on this long. It would not.
Got 20 minutes. I was grateful for the 20 minutes, man.
Because he's super active now. Super active. He'll be trying to take the mic and talk to y'all. Like, I be trying to figure out his little personality, and I'm like, man, you gonna be a ladies' man. I could just tell. I can tell you're going to have all little people trying to... Well, they're not going to call my house because, of course, I'm not going to have a house phone. But, yeah, like...
I have
man, they're going to be... They're going to... Yeah. He's gonna be that type of nigga to have a whole bunch of females. I can see it already. I can see it.
I have a photo album from, like, me from, like, 2 to 4. And my parents got me this toy Corvette. What's it called? What's the car called?
A Corvette.
Corvette. They got me the toy version of that, little drivable shit. And there's literally like a little girl in the passenger seat.
See?
At 3. And there's a whole picture of it. And yeah,
Like my son is 20 months right now, and he goes to daycare, and it's a little mixed girl. Every time he comes into the door, hi Kai. she grabs his hand and everything, and I'm like, y'all are 20 months. Y'all hadn't even been in the world like a full 2 years yet. What? And he just be looking at her like, girl, let go of my hand. I'm trying to play with these blocks over here. I'm not thinking about you.
That's weird. Like, cause like the situation that's currently going on, I was talking to you about, like this person I met when we were in elementary school. I'm talking like 9, 10 years old type shit. And we were like, I don't want to say the word attracted. We went together at 10 and 9.
Yeah, I had a little relationship at 10.
You know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't even say relationship, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just like it was a thing, like that feeling like that you had, like when you wanted to go to school when you had a little thing.
Yeah.
You know? It's just weird now that we're fucking old as shit. Not old as shit. Not yet. Not yet. Just older. Like that was 20 years ago. I remember growing up and people would tell me stories about friendships that are 20 years old. I'm like, that's a long ass time.
That's a long time.
Like that's a long time. Like I can't even imagine or fathom what that time would look like. And I think back because my closest friend, he doesn't live here. He lives in San Angelo for some reason. Still to this day, I don't know why you moved. I know why you moved there, but you got to move back, bro. Which is it's about 4 hours away from here. I've known him since I was 10. That's 21 years ago. And it's just, the amount of stuff that's happened in that 21 years, you can't count. It's just so much. And then like, I only say that because like, I've been watching those locked up shows. What's like the teenagers that one thing went wrong one night and they out of there for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so much stuff happened in that 20-year span. I can't imagine not being able to experience it all. Because whatever their sentence is, 20 plus years, they're going to be doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, they'll become institutionalized
for the rest of their life.
And that's so sad.
It is sad when you think about it in grand scheme. Because like a lot of little things have happened in those 20 years or whatever. And it only could have and would have took 3 minutes for something to go wrong. And
yeah, like the movie Life.
I remember that movie is just too funny to ever take it serious.
I was going to watch that today.
Really?
I was going to watch that today. But yeah, they spent 60 years in prison for a crime that they didn't do. I know it's not real, but I mean, there are real stories out there like that.
It makes me just want to be on my P's and Q's all the time. Like no drama, no
real.
anger, no aggression. I'm just, let me just remove myself from the situation. And nope, because hell no. Being in a place for 10 plus 2 months, like no.
30 days.
30 days, 11 days.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they'll talk that talk, but you cannot do it.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. I don't care. Oh man, yeah, I'm hard and I can. No, nigga. When you are in that box, you're in there.
Yeah, no. Like,
you don't have no communication with your family when you want to. You can't go get none when you want to. You can't even go outside and go get just a fresh air breather without permission. You can't do nothing. Like I can't live life like that.
We won't end the pod like what I'm about to say. I've been watching. There's a show on Netflix. This dude, he's this British dude. I don't know his name because I don't pay attention to that. He was locked up for 12 years and then released because they got it wrong, right? And he now goes to other countries to spend a week or two in their jail.
Nigga, you crazy.
For research purposes.
You crazy.
So he'll go to like South American countries, European countries, and go experience a week or two in their prison system. And it is so different everywhere.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Like I can't name the country, but there's a country where literally you just got free reigns. You got like a giant compound, and you can just walk around, do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you don't fight and do drugs. And then there's also places where like you got your room is big as shit, TV, access to all the culinary tools you need, and you don't got to do shit. You're not locked down for whatever minutes or whatever. You can unlock your own door shit, lock it, close the door, watch TV. There's no curfews.
That sounds like a hotel.
You know what I mean? And then there's places where like literally you have to fight every day type shit.
Right.
So I've been watching that shit like just for a perspective, like point of view, like, and it'd be like and it's always like a other, what's the word? Like, it's not just like a black or white or Hispanic thing. It's like literally just a mixture of people from different countries in this prison system. Wherever the crime happens, that's where you go to jail. And not to be morbid or anything like that. I've just been watching that shit and just being like, at any point in time I feel bad or feel down, I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah, for real. It's not that bad, people. You just having a fucked up day. Go, whether if you want to go take a drink, or smoke, take a nap. A lot of times we just need a damn nap.
Yeah.
A lot of times, take that nap. Take that nap. Because I feel like if you take a nap, if you have like maybe 30 minutes just for a little power nap or 45, take that nap. Facts. And you'll feel so much better. He was like, man, I wanted to kill you earlier, but I was just cranky and tired.
No, for sure. Like, step back and like just think.
Just
like,
reevaluate everything.
Like, think about the positive things. Like, you have lights, you have a roof over your head, you got TV. Like, just think about having a nice TV. Like, simple stuff that you don't think about every day. Like, there are people who don't have none of this. There's a group of there's a whole family that would rather live here where you're at than where they're at.
Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah, totally agree. Totally. Like, man, they'll feel like your apartment is a luxury. Mansion.
Yeah,
a mansion to them.
This would be like with lights and not having to worry about paying the bills for the lights and all that stuff. Like, literally, there are families and individuals who would be fucking amazed that you live the way you live.
Yeah, speaking of that, it was a guy, I think he was in Pittsburgh. He was living in a storage unit. And he recorded himself like living in a storage unit. Him and his girl. I think they had a child, if I'm like remembering correctly. But they got put out because of course it was viral. It went viral. And it's people living like that for real. Like they're living in storage units.
It's fucked up out here, man.
Because it's too expensive to live. Like the groceries are getting ridiculous. They really need to do something.
I spent $70 on what I cooked yesterday, and I've made the same meal years prior for like $40. Like a $30 increase.
Yeah, it tripled.
Yeah, it's actually fucking nuts. Like the cost of living is nuts.
Yeah.
Like it's making me not want to move. Like I used to be a person who moved often. Like I wouldn't stay in an apartment or a townhome for more than 2 years. Mm-hmm. Right? Now it's like I'd rather just stay with this price. Like I don't want to pay for movers.
Like I can take the $75, $100 jump up in rent, as opposed to going to a new place and paying all this over again. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then my place may be crappy as hell, and I'm regretting. Yeah, man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy.
Yeah, the cost of living is nuts, and it's like not even being close to downtown and paying this much. When I was downtown earlier, there was like these, I don't want to call them high rises, but they're like apartments on top of all the restaurants. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's easy at $3,500. That's easily $3,500 a month for a 1-bedroom. Because I know the 1-bedrooms at the Domain. Cause I have a homegirl who lives in the Domain. She pays $26 for a 1-bedroom.
Man, you can go buy a house, bro, and your mortgage is cheaper than that, and you got more rooms. You got 2 yards, front and back.
Well, getting a house is a little harder because this market is nuts. Like
it is because I was looking at a home in Killeen, and they nominated like Killeen, Waco, and McAllen, Texas, like the 3 top places for affordable housing in Texas right now. Yeah, man, it's a difficult. I wouldn't say difficult process. You just have to have a realtor that's open with you and that's gonna have your back when you're purchasing a home, instead of you just like trying to get the compensation and throwing you in there.
Yeah. Shout out to Zach. We had him on. He's a realtor. He explained the whole process. Like he was a realtor through COVID. Like he didn't just like get into the market. He was in that shit prior to COVID. And when COVID happened, it was tough because people didn't want to leave their homes. People weren't moving. Like his whole job is predicated on moving, and everyone was like, "Nope, we're staying here. We're not moving." And he was talking about like the process of selling a house. Then normally, if you're going to be selling a house or doing a showing, the people who live there aren't there. At that point in time, it was like they had to all go in one room type shit. And then that person came in with a mask on and looked through their house while they were in the house. Because you can't force someone to not be there at their home during COVID. Where they gonna fucking go?
I'm only laughing because I'm just thinking of some random shit about like you're in the house and you got kids. And one of somebody start crying, man, shut up! And you hear that in the background. And you
I'll pass on this place if it sounds like this.
I'm like, man, you know what, man? Show me another house. This shit is ghetto over here. They probably got holes in the walls and stains.
It's a tough out.
Yeah, because my dad, he was looking to getting his home appraised. And I was like, Dad, like, you're at the age now where you worked hard all your life. Just stay. It doesn't make sense for you to sell your home and buy another one because, like my dad, when he bought his home, it was like $90,000.
That's how my parents was. The house I grew up in, they sold that shit and flipped it. Now they live in Hutto. It was a 2-story. Like when we first moved here, that was the only house in the cul-de-sac. Everything was just rocks. So they got that house pretty cheap in regards to that time. They paid it off. Me and my brother to this day are still upset that they didn't give us the goddamn house.
I mean, they're still alive. They gotta have somewhere to live.
I know, but like y'all didn't need a new house. Y'all could have downgraded and got you a little.
They gotta upgrade.
You gotta get a little condo.
They want to get what they want.
You gotta get a little condo and give us the house.
They don't want that. Like my dad, he's looking at open floor plans. He's sending me homes. Man, I think you'll like this. No, Dad, this is your style. This is not my style. Not, absolutely not. Well, you like this house because I like it. You gonna move there? I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, all I want to know is if something happened to you, is this house going to me or my step siblings? Or are we splitting this thing? That's all I want to know at this point. So now I got my answer. I'm satisfied. It's going to me.
Oh, man. Barring technical issues, which is nuts me saying that it was a technical issue. Someone's missing.
For real. Somebody is missing in Pearland.
Y'all got to go figure that out. 17.
Yeah. I think his ass ran away.
My problem is I've been watching those shits, like the stories, and like they don't be running away. It be some foul shit that happened.
I know, I'm just bullshitting.
It be some foul stuff, like
Like they had a whole sex ring in Waco, like a couple months ago that was on the hush, and I was like, in Waco. I can believe it in Waco. I can, cause there's some weird ass people in Waco, man.
There's some weird people everywhere, man. Like no, everywhere there's some weird folks.
Nah, like, but
Waco's different. It's
different. It's different, but yeah, it's some weirdos in Waco, man.
Shout out to the Macaroni Bar in Waco, in Union Hall. It was pretty trash.
It was another. Let me see, occasion spot called Tesian's Seafood. I can get jiggy with them. They were good. They got
in Waco.
Yeah, they got good gumbo. What did I eat? Crab legs. Yeah, crab legs. They were good. Like, I mean, I'll eat there again. I only ate there one time.
Hard. Remembering is hard. You can forget things sometimes, even if you ate there recently.
Yeah, that was like almost that was 2 years ago because I was pregnant then. So, yeah.
Waco got some okay food. Okay.
Yeah,
food.
it's okay. It's okay.
I like that Union Hall place. Like, I think there's like 10 or 9 restaurants in it. It's pretty cool. That macaroni bar place that goes viral all the time. It's mid, but that's hate. What's some positive stuff we can end on? What's something positive? Is there anything positive?
Right. Life in the 30s.
No, for real. It is a little different. It's
different as
like,
hell.
It's like doing the same shit, but like more in the know. Like when you're in your 20s, like you're doing shit, not knowing shit.
Yeah, it's like the toddler phase.
Yeah.
Like you're developing.
Yeah, you're just doing shit and you don't know the.
I feel like when you're in your 30s, like you're doing shit, but you're doing shit with boundaries because you know
what the consequences could be for the things you did in your 20s.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And some people still don't learn. They got to go into the 40s and still learn life lessons.
I don't want to be 40.
I do
chasing
not.
Ass.
I do not want to be 40 and I'm making the same decisions.
Imagine being 50 and like texting someone, "What's the move?"
Bruh. That's equivalent to a person that played high school football and they up here watching these highlights. That's the same thing. Get over it, bro.
My knee, man. I could have went to the league.
Get over it. You're done. You're done. It's over. Like 50 years old and you texting somebody, "What's the move?" Like, nigga, go put some what's that voluntarian gel on your knees and go lay down. Take a Tylenol. Go lay down.
So he was like, "Why are you asking? Like, what am I doing? You're 40. Go start a family."
Like, no, you granddaddy status now. So you grandparent stage.
I know something positive. I did a checkup on my cougars from one of my early 20s. I did a checkup. I just wanted to see how they was doing. They're in their 50s and 40s, late 40s now. That's nuts.
Time doesn't wait on no man. Like,
that's nuts. I went to go check on this one chick. Like, I think I was probably 22 and she was like 38 at the time. She's like 50. I'm like, God damn. Still on Instagram.
Okay, so hey, I feel like at that age, if you're on Instagram, like you're just strictly on there for family, posting family portraits and stuff
Heavy
like
in
that.
the church. Heavy in the church.
Heavy in the church. You want to promote the church. Glory to God. But the question that I want to ask you, like, why did you reach out to them? Like, did you kind of want to spin the block?
No, I never reached out to any of the cougars. The cougars are the cougars. Like, I just happen to still be friends with them on social media, and I just wanted to do a cougar checkup. You know, times is hard. COVID happened. I want to see if you can still breathe. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I really just never dealt with an older man. I couldn't do it.
Oh, that was my shit back when I was 22,
I couldn't deal
23.
with an older man.
20, I would say 21 to 23, 24-ish. That was my shit.
I tried to do that, but okay. How old? Like, how old is like cougar status for you?
I think the age difference is the most important part. So if they're 10 years or older than you.
I don't qualify in that category.
If they're 10 years or older, then that's considered a cougar.
Yeah, I was dealing with somebody that was like maybe 5 to 6 years older
10.
than me. So no, I can't relate.
And it was always lit because like I know what you're here for. They used to buy me gifts and shit. I know what you're here for. Like, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you.
My son, I'm so scared for him. Oh my God. Fucking predators. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Like, I know what this is for. Like, we're not, like, this is, how can I compare it? It's like a coupon. It's a limited time item.
Cause bro, like a woman's sex drive in her later
in
years,
her 30s, in her up, it's nuts. It matches you as your age.
It matches you
at that age. It's like if you're at 22.
And a person in their 20s, like a man in their 20s, it matches.
Yeah, absolutely.
That could be a beautiful time. So I'm
listen. I remember, and this is me hating because
40-year-old me.
I knew this one, so I'm not gonna say names, but I knew for a fact this one particular chick was like ready to like be in something serious. Like she texted me the day after, like, I have never had that on the first go, and I was like, that was the last go. I don't know why you think you can spin the block. This is my crib. Like, I don't know why you think we're doing this again. And she's like, it was just so good the first this. And I'm just like, that was just a one-time thing. This isn't happening again. Like, it's not.
See, Calvin.
We're not doing this again, yo.
You can't give people your power. You can't do that. I told you. I'm gonna keep telling this man this until the end of time.
But the thing is, I don't think I gave my best thing. I don't think I did my best job.
That's you though. This woman literally said this was the best.
It's the best first time.
You exceeded everybody else.
Which is
everybody
nuts.
else. You was in first place.
Yeah.
And the other two niggas that they had, they was like this. They was struggling.
That was a tough out.
Tough out.
She's a nice lady, man. She in her 50s now. She's a nice lady. Treated me well with our month span. She was my boss at the time, so.
Did you get a raise?
I didn't. But, well, a different kind of raise.
See there.
Let's get off this pod, man. We're doing too much of this.
If y'all are wondering why these conversations, the truth serum has been going. I have been sipping on this Dun Reposado. It is pineapple juice, and it got me lit. Like, I'm comfortable as hell. I can talk about anything and won't feel ashamed. Like, for me admitting on YouTube, because this is going to appear on YouTube and it's going to live forever. The fact that I watch lesbian porn and I'm not gay.
That's not abnormal, though.
It's not. It's really not.
I know a lot of women who only watch that. But I'm just saying, like, with the liquid courage, it helped me say that out loud. Give it a hand clap. This is always good, man. Like, I don't know how the universe put us together, but it did its job.
The pandemic, man.
It did its job.
It really did, because I met a lot of people, a lot of great people off of the Black Austin group. I sure did.
Don't put me in that group. I'm not sure if I like that group yet. I'm just giving it its props. I mean, because that's how I met you, and another. I mean, like 3 other people that I'm still cool with. So yeah. The universe did its job.
Oh yeah.
I want wings.
I'm hungry as hell.
I want wings.
I want something like satisfying. Like, do you have trouble finding food that's satisfying?
No,
I do.
Because I eat everything. Like, I don't know what I want to eat until maybe 35 minutes before I want to eat it. My mind changes so much. Like, I'm not a person who's like, okay, I for sure want pasta tonight. If my mind says I want pasta tonight, it's not going to know that until 30 minutes before I get it. Yeah. Like, I just thought in my head I want wings. Like, I'm
definitely that way. Like, please don't ask me, oh, man, what you want to eat? Because I'll be like, man, you pick. Don't put that pressure on me. Because if I choose a place, oh, man, this shit nasty. I don't want to be responsible for that. It's too much pressure. I don't like that.
You might have to give me some Wingstop. I don't know.
Wingstop sounds like a plan, because I'm hungry.
I might have to go to Wingstop. You want to lift to Wingstop? We can go to Wingstop.
Yeah, I'm hungry as hell.
You don't got to drive because I don't want you to lose your spot. We're going to get off this pod. This is the Can We Talk podcast, episode 104, featuring Kawahna. You guys enjoy the rest of your night, and thank you for listening.
Night.
Goodbye.